Shalom and welcome. This is the in-depth prayer class, as I am your host, as always, Rabbi David Katz. We'll wait for the round of applause to subside before we start. All right, didn't take long. Applause is still going. Okay. All right. This is in-depth prayer, and usually we go into the commentaries on prayer. Can you give me a one confirmation on that, please? All right. And we're going to do a little differently today. And we're going to skip Mishlei today, just because we're just edging our way back. And Justin Becker, can you send me an email with letting me know where Mishlei should start next time? That was not in the notes. Is that a one or two, Justin Becker? Hello, one or two, two or one or two, two or one. All right. Okay. How many of you have ever heard of a thing called a blessing? How many of you ever heard of this thing? There's something in the world called a blessing. How many of you are aware that every morning in the Siddur there are blessings to say? How many of you are aware of this? Can any of you tell me in your own little shorthand language what some of the blessings are in the morning? Anyone? There's a list of, I wouldn't call those blessings. I'm being a little specific here. There are some things that are proper blessings. Blessed are you, God, who clothes the naked, who gives power to the tired. You know these prayers? These blessings? Who grants understanding. And one of them is that you did not make me a goy. Are you aware of that one? Shlo asani goy. You didn't make me a goy. All right, let's investigate that one a little deeper. What do you say? What do you say? All right. And there's also don't make me a woman and don't make me a slave, right? So we're in the Mishnah Brura. We're going to do this. This is more of a halachic class today. Mishnah Brura 46:3. Chayav Adam levarech bechol yom meya bruchis lefachot. Every day a guy has to give over 100 bruchis. And 46:4. Tzarich levarech bechol yom. You need to bless each day. Shelo asani oivid kochavim. Thank you, the Lord, that you did not make me an akum. Jacques type 1. Thank you, God, for not making me an akum. Thank you, God, for not making me a slave. Type 1. Thank you, God, for not making me a woman. Thank you, God. And women, blessed there. Thank you, God, for making me according to your will. Now, that's what the Shulchan Aruch says. How many of you have ever heard of the planet Earth? Anyone? Anyone aware of planet Earth? How many of you have ever heard of the Middle East? How about Israel? How about Sfat? Now that I got your attention, we're in Sfat. Who wrote the Shulchan Aruch, i.e. from Sfat? Rabbi Yosef Karo in the mid to late 1500s. Was the author of the Shulchan Aruch. And the Mishnah Brura, written by Chafetz Chaim about 100 years ago, is a commentary to the Shulchan Aruch. You with me? Type 1 or 2. And the Shulchan Aruch was adopted largely by the Sephardi communities. And there was a European, a little bit after, named the Ramah, and generally the Ashkenazim follow the Ramah. So where there's no Ramah in the Shulchan Aruch, we follow the Shulchan Aruch. But when the Ramah gives his notes, then generally speaking, we follow those notes. But that's not a safe thing to say either, because halacha exists beyond the Ramah in the Shulchan Aruch to this very day. So these are just kind of like principles. So after we say, thank you for not making me a woman, that's the Shulchan Aruch, which is Yosef Karo, who also goes by the nickname the Machaber, as in the compiler. And the Ramah, which that's the initials of his name, he writes, Ve'afilu ger, haya yachol levarech koch, aval lo yomer shelo asani akum, shahari haya akum mitachila. Even a ger is able to bless this, but he should not say, thank you for not making me an akum, that behold, he was an akum initially. So isn't it a great question to find out who this ger is and what he should say? What do you think about that? I'm curious. I've had this set aside for a while, and I'm glad we finally have to do it. So let's do a little bit of halachic learning, shall we? Shall we? Shall we? Shall we? All right. So this is the Shulchan Aruch 46, 4 in the Ramah. All right. First thing we do is we see a Zion with a little parentheses, and it says the word woman. So that's all going on women. Okay, so we don't want that one. All right, so we have then Yud Ches in the Mishnah Berurah. Yachol Varech, he's able to bless. Perish, it means Sheyomer Shasani Ger, Demikre Asiya. You should say, thank you, God, for making me ger. That it happened. As it says that Abraham and Sarah made a nefesh. Can't we say that then by definition it's not a Jew? It's not a convert? Did Abraham and Sarah make Jews or gerim? If it was a convert, they would follow the Jewish law. There's no reason for a convert to say, thank you. That's like saying like this, God, thank you for making me an Olympic champion wrestler, and thank you for letting me wrestle in Pee Wee League. Not to say the ger convert is higher or better than ger. The point is, if a convert converted, why would they refer to another stage in their life? You see what I'm saying? Or even better yet, if you want to go in reverse theory, a wrestler would never say, thank you, God, for making me a wrestler, but even more thank you for when I'm old and I can't move the joints of my body, thank you even more so. No, the wrestler wants to say thank you for the opportunity to be a great wrestler. So there's no point in the convert making this blessing, and there's all the world of a point for a ger making the blessing. And that's why it brings in the Abraham Sarah. There are those that argue that time of their reasoning is the lo shayach leimer shasani. You shouldn't say that you made me. That the gior, it's a type of conversion, was it was from good free will choice for choosing dat ha'emet. Jacques, do you remember in Cape Town when we went over the Rebbe Sikha and we looked up in the Rebbe Sikha that a ger, a ben Noach, chooses dat ha'emet, and you kept wanting to call it dot, dalid, ayin, taf, if I remember correctly, and it's dalid, taf, the religion of truth. You remember that discussion? Well, here it is again. And that was a straight-up ger source that we saw that in. The Kuli Alma, who's Kuli Alma? The whole world, brought by the Magin Avraham, a commentary to the Shulchan Aruch. Everyone can say, thank you for not making me a slave or a woman. So what we're saying is, even though the akum Zil tfei me'evid, it's better than an evid. Afilu hachi im hayanolad evid. If you were born a slave, pen lo hayam ishcharu rabo, v'hayan yishar evid. If you don't get freed, you're still a slave. Ma'shein kain, which is not the same here, that you were born an akum and you became through free will a ger. Mamzer yochol avara kulei lubrachas. A mamzer can pray them all. The Yisrael Gamorhu, he's a total Jew. V'chein suman, and so to a blind person. Kaimalan dehu chayav akol mitzvahs. He's obligated in the mitzvahs. V'tuntom v'adriganus the chayavim is sabig v'kol mitzvahs. Lo yamru shlo asani isha v'sabeghein. So what did you accomplish with that? Yesh cholkim is there v'tayim shlo shayach lemer shasani. Okay, you shouldn't say you made me a ger, because God didn't make you a ger, you chose to be a ger. So the language is inappropriate. That's what some say. And we're going to look that up in a second here. Let's look around a little bit more, see what we find. We got a ches over there. Levarek Yomer Shasani Ger Magin Avraham and the Taz Sheoder Nachon Levar. It's more appropriate, says the Ber Hativ commentary, to say thank you, God, for bringing me into the wings of the Shechina. And the Shla and the Bach Pasku She'ein Levarech Brachazo Klau Rak Hashnayim Evid Ve'isha. Some say you should not make the blessing at all. Some say you should be able to say, thank you for not making me an akum. The kavana shelo asani you didn't that the kavana should be that you didn't make me remain. You didn't create me to remain an akum. Wow, how good is that? If this is not gold standard right here, guys, I don't know what to tell you. That is some good stuff right there, isn't it? And he says, look in the Magin Avraham and the Ber Hativ. And we looked in the Ber Hativ. Now I got to go to the Magin Avraham. All right. To the Magin Avraham. But we will only do that after we do the Torah. 46:4 in the Torah. 46:4 in the Torah. 46:4 in the Torah. Does he even mention it? Yeah, here we go. Yesh od shalosh brachas shetzarik levar baruch atah Hashem Eloheinu melech haolam shelo asani goy. early tin shvach v'hodal l'makom shvach rabbanim mikol omas v'kom. Okay. All right. So the Torah doesn't seem to be getting into it. And he doesn't. Very interesting. So now we want to find out where the Shulchan Aruch got it from. And let's do that. Forty-six-4. Hagar Filu Ger. Okay, same exact thing. And 5. And there's your Taz. Ready for the Taz? One of the commentators to the Shulchan Aruch. We're in the Shulchan Aruch proper now. You ready? Hello. Vafilu Ger. I don't know what Mem Vav Ches is. On Zelishono. Choylik al Hoyrazo Shorama. There's an argument against the Ramah. The Mashanichnes Ladat Yisrael, who all Yedei Bechira so. V'lo asu hu yizbarach metachilas biyaso leger shakibel. Das Yisrael al kain ein leger lamer bracha zov nira tam Ramah the gershin is gayer. Kekatin shenoy ladami v'kadarina beperik beis yavamas daf kaf gimel lechi megayer gufa. Uchrinahu mimelahu hava shapir akshav asiya chadosha keilu baruhu yizbarach akshav mechadash. So some say that you should not make the blessing, and some say you should make the blessing. And the Ramah basically seems to be saying make the blessing. Afilu ger. Pera sheyomer shasani ger de mikri asiya kedaksiv es nefesh asher asu b'charan nishla in the bach kisvu the lo shayach loimer kain the mashanasa ger ayam etzah b'chiraso shabacher b'dat Yisrael v'chein lo yavar bracha zo ela ashnayim eved ve'isha dida hu tzarech lomar shalo asani eved kai at the chiyos b'riyaso v'afalgav. Okay, it's all a quote. We already saw that. The Be'er Hativ commentary is quoting the Magid Avraham, who says you chose ger, you weren't created ger. And then we have a ches in parentheses that brings us to Be'er Hativ, which we already did that. He quotes the Magid Avraham. All right, let's see who else we find here. Any of our friends? We got a Yud, and that Yud we did in the Magid Avraham. All right. And then we have this here. I feel like Yeshua Baracham, a document the Shibud Raisa Shigar. Hold on. Maxis a shekel. The commentator. Very interesting. Okay. Haya ifshar she's gayer ve'evid haya ifshar she's chayrer. So, oh wow. You want to hear something interesting? Who wants to hear something interesting? Anyone? Just like a slave has a chance to become freed, and Akum has the chance to become ger. How do you like me now? That's what Russell would say. There you go. You have to say there's ger, because ger is tied to slaves. We know that. Just like a slave can become freed from slavery, the Akum can be freed from Akum. One is from the slave's master. The other one is from the free will of the ger. Yischaya b'kol mitzvahs and the Akum and the Evid Gamkein Ika l'kul echad sad ma'aliyusa. Each one can go higher. Wow, that's good stuff right there. All right. Vefilu ger asher asu b'charan o mitargminon de shibidu le'oraisa shigairu otam. V'kisvu b'hu lashon asiyah. Wow, so making gerim means that we have the mitzvah to megayer gerim. This is the whole thing. When a ger becomes a ger, you have a mitzvah to make gerim. This is what I've been seeing the last couple weeks here. That's why it says Abraham and Sarah made gerim. You're supposed to make gerim when someone readies himself for ger. And so the proof of the prayer is Abraham and Sarah. Here's the Vilna Gaon. Ready? V'filu ger sheyamer shasani ger. The ger says, thank you for making me ger. The zenami nikra asiya. That this is also called making. So you chose to be a ger. You were not made a ger. Type 1. If you were made a ger, you can thank God for making you a ger. Just like thank you for making me a freed slave, because God made you a slave. And God freed you. The Vilna Gaon says, no, the ger is made. That's the whole thing. Because it's called making gerim. So the whole Abraham, Sarah making gerim, the reason why you use the word making is that is the proof that you get to make the blessing, thank you, God, for making me a ger. So the ger, by his own choice, thanks God for becoming ger. The Jewish cooperation making them ger. So much so that it's worthy of this blessing. This is powerful stuff right here. Vilna Gaon says it pretty good. Afilu ger, look in the Magin Avraham. Amisha chetzi evil chetzi ben churin. Okay. Filu. Okay. Vehine beger shaisa lidaso bekedusha. Okay. Okay. I want to get one more book on this. Let me close the Shulchan Aruch. Amen, Justin. Why didn't I see this in the Torah? Was my question. 46 and 4. And we're supposed to look in the Bach. All right, look in the Bach. There he is. Okay. So the box got it. So the Beis Yosef is the commentary on the Torah. The Torah is what the Shulchan Aruch is based on. The Beis Yosef is none other than Yosef Karo. So his Shulchan Aruch was based on his commentary that he wrote on the pre-Shulchan Aruch. Now, he's got something to say here. Sheishiva Ramash brachas elu einam ela al tachilat briaso shel adam. The blessings are based on what you were created as. So you were not created as a ger. That's why he says you don't say thank you, God, for making me a ger. Therefore, a ger einam avarech Shalo asani goy. Kol shalo haisa horaso v'lidaso b'kedusha. Avo shvui mevarech shalo asani evid. Shalo teknu bracha zo mibnei ha'avdus atzma elo mibnei she'in ha'evid chayav v'mitzvahs ki Yisrael ve'eno roi labo b'kahal pasul l'kama dvarim v'chein sa b'sefer orchus chayim. Say it again. Eno mevarech shalo asani goy. Kol shalo haisa horasa v'lidaso b'kedusha. Again, hold on. Therefore, lefikach hager enam mavarach shalo asani goy kol shalo haisa horaso v'lidaso b'kedusha. Aha. Avo shvui mavarach shalo asani evid. Avo shvui mavarach shalo asani evid shalo tiknu bracha zo mibnei. So the Yosef Karo wants to say that the ger can say thank you for not making me an evid. Is that right? One second. Tilchias b'ria social adam lefikach hager ena mavarach shelo sani goy kol shelo haisa horas salida so b'kedusha aval hashvui mavarach shelo sani evid. Shalo tiknu brocha zo mibnei ha'avus atzma ela mibnei she'in ha'evid chayev b'mitzvahs ki Yisrael ve'ino roi labo b'kahal pasul l'kama dvarim v'chein k'suv b'sefer. It's really ambiguous. Does he want you to say that or not? V'lo shvim mavarach shalo asani evid shalo tiknu brocha mibnei ha'avus atzma ela mibnei she'in ha'evid chayev Yisrael. It's not clear if he wants you to say Evid or not. And I wouldn't go with it anyways, so we have support saying that you can say Ger. Now the Bach. One second. There he goes. Okay. Near the Ina Yachul Lavarech Gamkain. Here we go. Hold on. Shalo Asani Isha, Opera Shalo Asani Goy, Evid Isha Hu Shalo, Masernasho Al Yadei Ma'achlo Rido Latok Gufo, Shagoy El Evid El Isha, Betachila Beriaso, Lafize, Hager Ina Mavarech Shalo Asani Goy. A Ger doesn't say, thank you for not making me a Goy. V'chein Kasa Beis Yosef, Al Shem Abudraham, Shekatav Kach, Al Shem Ramah, near the Eno Yachol, Lavar Gamkin, Sha'asani Yehudi, the Mashnil Sadat Yehudit. Sha'asani Yehudi, the Mashanichnes, Radat Yehudit, Hu Al Yedei Bechirato, Shamatzor Kashbaruch Biyad Ha'adam. You chose the Jewish faith by the free will put in your hand. Velo Shayach Leimer, Shehu Yizbairech Asu Ger, Shekibel Dat Moshe v'Yisrael. You are not made a ger by God. So you can't thank God for making you anything. V'lachein ein hager mevarach me'elu shlosh brachos ela shtayim shelo asani eved v'shelo asani isha. Ein hager mevarach me'elu shlosh brachos ela shtayim shelo asani eved shelo asani isha v'lo Kahagas Shulchan Aruch Shakasu Shagir Yechul Avara Shasani Yehudi the Lesa. What is he saying? V'lo Kahagas Shulchan Aruch Shakasu Shagir Yechul Avara. So the Bach is saying that the Ramah is wrong. And that Ela Shnayim Shalo Asani Evid Shalo Asani Isha. Right, you can say that you're not made a woman, and you can say that you were not made a slave. But to say not ger, the Bach and the Beis Yosef have a problem with that. But a lot of other people agree that you can. And the proof that you can and that you can't is God did not make you a ger, so you can't make the blessing. Or if you go by the Gra and everybody else, you were made a ger, and therefore you can make the blessing. So the Jewish people have a mitzvah to make gerim. So if that's true, then the ger can make the blessing, but the ger can't. Basically, both opinions are right. The ger that made himself ger can't bless on himself. The ger that was made a ger by Jewish making gerim can make the blessing. How do you like that? If that's not tight, I don't know what is. And then there's the Ramah. It brings the proof for Abraham and Sarah. This might be the tightest ger teaching I've ever seen yet. What do you guys think about that? That is pretty tight. Let me get the Aruch HaShulchan. Hold on. This is pretty good stuff. Okay, 46 in the Shulchan Aruch. And what does he say about ger? Let's see what he says about ger. There it is. Should be here. And does he get into it? Hold on a second. There it is. In Menachos, Tanya Chayav Adam Levare Gimel Brachas. V'kol yom shelo asani akum, shelo asani eved, shelo asani isha. Right, 3 blessings you say every day. Mibnei isha petora metam Torah. A woman is not commanded in Torah, so you thank for not being not commanded in Torah. And from positive mitzvahs that are time-bound. V'filu ger bizmana kadmon hayachul lavarach shtei brachas elu. Shelo asani eved v'shelo asani isha. So earlier times, the ger would say, thank you. So there you have it, guys. That's why a ger, if you don't say, thank you for making me ger, you can say, thank you for making me not a woman, because a ger dafka learns Torah and does mitzvahs. So the ger's kavana of not being a woman is a little bit different than a Jewish man. But in the end, it's the same. The man says, thank you for not restricting my service of God. And the ger says, thank you for bringing me into the service of God. Aval rishona eino yachul levarech. Shahari haya kain. But you can't say thank you for not making me an akum because you were made an akum initially. V'yesh cholkin gam shnei brachas. Shahari lo nasa something. What was that? I think it's misprinted there. Shebechira so asa kem v'yesh miyashin zeh taz. Okay. Tin brachas elu b'lashin shalayim lahors. Right. So he says some say the ger can make the blessing on ger, and some say he can't. So he brings all the opinions. Basically, again, they're not arguing opinions. The ger, until he's becoming ger toshav, would say, thank you for not making me a woman, and thank you for not making me a slave. And that is very good. That's why he can't say, thank you for not making me akum. Because until he's ger toshav, he's still technically akum. But if one is made a ger, then he just says, thank you for making me a ger. He doesn't say not akum, not woman, and not a slave, because he's now a ger. And that's all we got, folks. That was a pretty interesting little class, I have to say so myself. This one will go up on YouTube, proving ger in halacha of morning prayers. All right, thanks for listening. See you guys for Dinim on Thursday. I hope this gave insight on prayer. I know it certainly helped me. I'm pretty sure it probably helped you too.